In this video, we're going to look at letting go. One of the hardest things to do, but one of the most valuable things you can do. So when I mean letting go, it's when you've asked yourself the question, can I control this? And if the answer is no, that's when we need to sit in the space of how am I going to move forward from this? So you've asked yourself, can I control it? We've said no, and then if I can control it, that's when I ask myself, what is it that I can do, and do I want to do it? Because sometimes just because we can change something doesn't mean we have the skills or the ability to want to do it at that time. So it has to be the right time, and we have to have the right tools to be able to move forward with that. So but we're looking at this point where you can't control it, and it's something that we need to work through to learn to embrace and let go. So when I say that, I don't mean when you let go, you're forgiving the situation. You don't forgive if we're talking about someone who's wronged you and they haven't apologized. We don't talk about forgiving their behavior, because that would mean you're submissive, and it's not okay to be in that situation where someone's done the wrong thing, but they just don't have the tools to communicate back to you that they're sorry. So they don't know the art of an apology, and they don't realize how valuable an apology can be. So apologies are so strong that they can mend so many things when it's a verbal apology followed by an action and honor, so that they're saying they value the relationship that goes between you, that they're prepared to fight for that. So we're looking at a situation where you can't change it, and what happened wasn't okay, but we need to be able to find the tools to be able to let go of the pain to move forward, because holding on to that pain is something that will make us ill, and we carry it like a burden, and it can turn into anger, and we can exhibit that in so many other ways. It's not healthy for us. So we don't need to carry someone else's wrongdoing. So it's a process now. We want to look at what it is that I need to let go of. Okay, so the process we're going to sit there of with this one is, we're saying to ourselves, no, the behavior wasn't okay, but I have to look at it. Okay, this person's obviously felt the need to do this, or they don't have the tools for that. So, it's a good thing to come from the space of, they've obviously had a really strong reason that they've done it, and they're not going to share that with you. So it's about looking at that going, oh gosh, they must be going through something really much bigger than I am, that they needed to offload that on me. So wish them well, because they obviously are really, really struggling. So, and why I asked you to write a list of letting go, because each time we're going to look at that, and we're going to look at it from a different space. We're not going to look at it from anger. We're going to look at it from, I wish that person well. I can't control what they did to me, but it wasn't my doing, and I need to send them love and move forward. And that's a process that takes some time to sit in, because it can be really, really tricky to actually let go of that person and go, your emotions affected me, but I'm not going to let those emotions carry me through life, because it's not healthy for me. So what are you letting go of, and what is you need to sit in the space of sending someone else that love and strength that obviously that they're needing right now. So this is about being a bigger person, and I don't mean you step back into that relationship and get hurt again, or whatever it is that you've happened. What it is about learning from that and looking at that and going, okay, what could I do differently next time? Is there anything I could have done, or was I just in the wrong place at the wrong time for that person? So it's about letting go with what it is that you're angry about, whether that's something that happened in your childhood. Wish them well. Obviously, if it's not safe to step back into their space, don't do that. You're not sacrificing yourself. This is about releasing yourself and wishing them well and moving forward. And that means even if you have to detach emotionally from that relationship, because sometimes it might be a family member that you still need to sit in the space with from time to time. So it's about just making sure that you're emotionally not basically under their control, and that you can move forward and go, hi, and and just sit somewhere else, really. So wish them well, but don't carry the burden that they've passed on to you. So pass it back and just step out of the relationship, because you're more worth it than that, and you're extremely valuable, and you need to value yourself and make sure other people respect you. So let's look at, what are you letting go of?